More Than One Opinion. This is Rody Nupur with my co-host Jinnie Day.
Welcome to another episode. We're going to be discussing something interesting today. It stems from a movie that in 2020 has been a bit of a hot topic, more amongst women than men. Can you take a guess, Rody?
360, I think.
The 365 days. And more specifically, the character Massimo, which has definitely sparked a lot of conversation amongst, women being the refined, bad boy.
Yeah.
And, the girl trying to tame, the bad boy.
Yeah.
But what I kind of want to dive into today is the psychology behind why girls are attracted to bad boys.
Yeah.
What is it about them that I guess draws them?
I mean, all I can do is give a little bit of a sort of an opinion from my side. But the psychology, it seems, behind it is that it's the excitement. So we've spoken other topics in the past where keeping things exciting, because by keeping it exciting, what it does is it keeps things alive and feels like it's new and it's still alive and it's keeping going. A lot of the times, you'll see, I've spoken about this in other topics, but you'll see guys and girls in different situations where they look their best. They've got a six-pack happening, the girl's got this like awesome body, everything's perfect, the nails are done, everything's perfect. Then they meet up, obviously that's what attracted them to each other because they look good, and then they get married, and then within probably the first 2-3 years, you'll look at the guy and he's got a belly in front of him. The girl's just let herself go. And I can point them to you and I can tell you, they've been with each other for a year, they've been with each other for 2 years, 10 years definitely, they're so comfortable that it's just over. There's nothing there. So the issue is that also opens up the sort of real things for cheating, for looking elsewhere. So really the excitement is there. That's what the whole bad boy element is. To be honest, girls love bad boys. Women are more, they want excitement.
Yeah,
but
the thrill.
It's the thrill, but they want some sort of security. Because let's be honest, the bad boy that's in his teens, early 20s, that guy hasn't got anything going for him. He's definitely not a muscle man. If that's what you mean. He's definitely not that. Yeah. He's definitely not a drug lord, with his dad's passed on his mafia sort of wealth to him. It's definitely none of that. Yeah. So what it is that a lot of them is that they're bad boys, they look after themselves. The girl just feels that he's unpredictable, so it excites her. Could I maybe tame him and still have the edge of the bad boy excitement? Don't know what he's going to do. Is he going to strangle me? Is he going to make love to me? Is he going to, do you get what I mean? So it's that whole thing. And if you ask any girl individually, you grab her and you say, look, no one's going to know about this, tell me what it is, she'll tell you the same thing. In front of her friends, it's just, he's hot. Why? Because he looks after himself. He knows that's what picks up girls. He knows that's what it is. Not everyone's just a bad boy. He just knows that it's easier to be a bad boy to pick up than it is to be a good guy, because the nice guy seems to go in the friends category. It's not exciting enough for her, right? So 90% of women will go for that kind of style. So let's be honest, over 30, it's no longer the bad boy, it's the excitement. He's got an edge of excitement to him. It's, he's got things going for him. He's got goals, he's got visions, he's got a drive, and she'd love to be along on the ride with him. And really that's the truth behind it. So it all starts with the bad boy element of excitement. That whole thing. But to be honest, could that bad boy be a dad? Could that dad really raise kids being a bad boy? He'll struggle because it won't work that way.
They're not cut out for that lifestyle.
She's
it's
a
more
girl.
in the moment,
it's
about being
moment.
spontaneous.
It's the girl looking for the bad boy kind of feel initially, but eventually she'll realize that that's not really what I want. What I'm actually really after is, and I'm defining it now, is that the excitement. I want excitement in my love life. I want an excitement in the man and the woman that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. I want to feel that, really, how hard is it? Come home, if the borders were open, it would be that easy. Come home, have something booked for Melbourne, for instance. Let's go to Melbourne, let's go. I already booked the tickets. Really? Just like that? Women love that.
Of course they do.
Women that love that.
Of course.
Don't worry about packing. I've already packed things for you. It's done. how hard is it?
Yeah, take
the whole thing is going to cost what, $1,000, or what's it going to cost?
Yeah.
But a lot of the times is the guys get a very sort of not they're comfortable.
Too complacent.
She gets comfortable.
Yeah.
And he's comfortable, and then they're both actually quite boring. I don't know if you've ever heard the old song Pina Colada. Have you ever heard that?
I think
If you like pina colada, like that, right? So what happens is he's looking at the ad in the newspaper, because obviously this is before internet, and he's looking at the personal ad, and he's looking for people that want excitement and whatever it is, while his wife is sleeping right next to him, right? She's sleeping next to him the whole time, and he's like, I feel bad that I'm cheating on my old lady, but me and her have just jumped into the same old routine. It says that in the song. Right, and so I replied to the paper, and I said, yeah, I love pina colada, and I'm not into yoga, and I'm not into health food, and I'm into champagne, right? And I love making love, with the ocean and all this stuff. So he ends up replying back to this ad. He sits at the cafe because he wants to cut through all the red tape, and he just wants to meet her. And then what he does is basically sees his wife walking through the door, and he goes. And she goes, oh, it's you. And he goes, I never knew that you like pina coladas and you love all these things. She goes, yeah, I do. And the truth is that they both wanted the excitement.
Yeah.
They just didn't know how to communicate. So that's what attracted them to each other initially. And then somehow they got into this boring routine. So no one really wants to get into that. Right? No one wants that kind of a lifestyle, because like I said, it'll open up room to cheating.
It's responsibility for both parties to make 100%. That effort. Yeah. It just can't be like one way.
So the bad boy thing, when I go back to that, and to not sort of rain on that particular parade, the truth is that it all comes down from a deep-seated love and yearning for excitement.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, because the bad boy is unpredictable. He's he dresses good. He looks after himself. He's got the right cologne. He just knows how to pick up. He knows this. He doesn't go, can I hold your hand? He just grabs her hand.
Yeah.
Right? Can I kiss you? He just kisses her. You know what I mean? So she likes that. He takes charge.
Yeah.
Right? So the truth is that's what it is.
Yeah.
So if you break it down psychologically, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So if men and women were basically more sort of adapted to this, then in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, that'd still be exciting.
Yeah.
When you see things on Instagram and Facebook, and you see old people still loving each other and what it is, if you notice, they're dancing, they're going to holidays, they're doing things. Why? Because it's exciting.
Yeah.
That's why they stayed with each other. Mm-hmm. But the boring things where they start sleeping in different bedrooms, start doing things, dude, you cannot sleep in another bedroom this day and age, because he or she will be on her phone. I've had people tell me that their wife was on Tinder for 3.5 years.
No, and they had no idea.
They had no idea. And then someone found them, or their guy is on Tinder for look, I don't want to hurt the person I'm talking to, so I don't say what I really want to say to them.
Yeah.
But I know why their wife or their husband's on that.
But sometimes they need a dose of reality and truth to kind of...
But they're boring. Yeah. I can tell already the person is boring. So you're not making love with your partner. You're not being exciting in any way. You're not communicating anything. You've become the opposite of what you presented yourself to be initially. So you're actually a liar, if you really break it down.
Yeah.
So you put on this whole alpha male, I'm dominant, I love to take charge, I love to take you on holidays, I love to do all this, but really you're not. You're a pansy. That's the truth. And she figures that out, and she thinks, this is boring, I don't want this.
Yeah.
So that's what happens 99% of the time. So the start of it, she wants a bad boy that can take charge, that can look after her, that can break down that whole movie. What is it? He takes charge. He can look after her. He's driven. He's got ambition. He's got wealth. He's got excitement. He's got forget about he's just good looking. Yeah.
Right? He's got all those other demeanor, the way he carries himself.
All the checklists.
That's right.
That's what they want.
Yes.
So
correct.
That's what it is. You don't have to be a millionaire. You don't have to be any of that.
Yeah.
But why can't you work out? Why can't you go to the gym? Why can't you look good? Why do you need to have BO? Why can't you put perfume on? Why can't you say, hey, let's go. I can't afford going to Paris right now, but let's go up to the Central Coast and have a swim. Let's go to Hunter Valley and go have some wine. Like, why can't you do that? Why?
Yeah, because people just innately lazy.
Yeah,
that's
so
what it comes down to.
they're boring, right? So that's the truth. So the issue is, again, it comes not that the bad boy thing, it's that he or she wants exciting.
Yeah.
A guy doesn't want a boring girl either.
Yeah.
Right? Doesn't want a naughty person where she's.
But hang on the flip side, there are some guys who are attracted to crazies.
Yep, crazies.
And they just can't help going there, even though they know
that's another topic.
It is.
That's another topic, and I'd love to talk about that.
I bet you do.
Look, and why do you think they're attracted to the crazies?
Yeah, I know exactly why.
Yeah, right. Yeah. They're excited because they're exciting.
Yeah.
In life, they're exciting.
Yeah.
In behind bedroom, doors, they're exciting.
Yeah.
What do you think? That's why.
Yeah.
So which means the girl and the guy are actually looking for very similar things, and the same word keeps popping up: excitement.
Yeah.
It's excitement.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So because it's excitement, and that's what both sexes are longing for, something needs to be sort of adjusted here. Not be a naughty person. Not be you're not selling yourself. It's not you're not trashy. But hey, have a little bit of element of excitement. Have a little bit of element of mystery. Have a little bit of element of doing things spontaneously. Going on trips, doing things. Don't worry about it. We don't need to pack. We're going. Like, how hard is it? It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Right. So you may do that initially, and then somehow it just all goes. Oh, let's just watch Netflix all day, dude. I don't care. I've watched all the movies on Netflix. Let's go somewhere. Let's do something.
Yeah.
So then he or she starts looking elsewhere, right? They let themselves go. They put on weight. They eat crappy food. They just everything goes. So everything they presented initially to attract each other goes. So they're left with someone else, and they're not really that happy with that person. That's another topic in terms of that.
Of course.
But what I'm saying is it starts with.
Of course it does.
Because
that fundamental.
The underlying thing is excitement.
Yeah, excitement, spontaneity.
Yeah.
The other thing I've observed is that women, for whatever reason, part of the whole bad boy thing, are just attracted to men who are emotionally unavailable. Yeah. So can you kind of like shed a light on what that's...
Look, I'm going to get stoned after this. People are going to kill me.
I don't understand that psychology.
Oh, it's very easy. I can explain it in 2 seconds.
Kind of like, what do you, you know what they're about, but they're still trying to change them.
Look, the truth is we always want what we can't have.
Yeah.
Right? So I remember when I started night clubbing, you can't get in trouble for saying I went night clubbing at 14.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. Right? So I used to go out very early. So went out really early, fake IDs, everything. When I started going out, I'd notice the guys. So one guy would have a numbers game where he would just go up to 100 girls and maybe he'll get 1 or 2 that night.
Yeah.
Right. Others would play you look at them, the whole eye game, whatever it is. Okay. One guy, which was older, he taught me, and he goes, I'm not telling you a thing, he goes, just don't look at them. What do you mean? No, she's hot, I want to look at her. Don't look at her. 1,000 guys are in here are looking at her. Just don't look at her. Or if you do, look once and no look at her again. That's it, don't look at her again. Why? Because she so desperately wants your attention after this, because it's a game, that she'll come and pick you up. I promise you this. Every single time that happens. Till now it still happens. Okay.
So does it mean you still use that trick?
I don't even use that trick. It's just me now. It's just me. I generally am not interested. I'm actually not interested, so I'm not lying. But if you do, that's what happens. So if you come back to the psychology of it, or you want to break it down, what it is that the emotionally disattached or not even there kind of guy or girl, the other partner or the other person wants what they can't have or what they're not getting.
Yeah.
Right? So they basically chase it, drop everything else, drop the 100 that's looking at them, and they only want the guy that's not looking at them. Why? What's wrong with me? Why isn't he not looking at me? Or why is she not looking at me?
Yeah.
Right? It goes both ways.
Yeah.
The girl or the guy.
Totally.
So girls do that all the time.
They do.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, why is she not looking at me? Like, I've worked out, I look good, I put on my... Same thing with the guy. Like, it just stuffs up with their mind. So why? Because we want what we can't have. And it's like, why? What's wrong with me? Everyone else is looking at me. Why aren't you? Right? So that person will want their attention. So they'll come to seek their attention, even though they're just getting a little bit of their attention. They might not be better looking than the ones that are looking at them, but they've already guaranteed the ones looking at them. Right? So it's like, that's really where it comes down to. So we want what we can't have. And when that game gets played, especially with bad boys, especially with bad girls, to be honest, naughty girls, the other one, the other person that's chasing, just loves the chase. They love it because
and to conquer.
They can't get it straight away, right? So we want what we can't have straight away.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why a lot of girls would say, "Oh, I didn't kiss on the first date." If she does, what happens? That guy's like, "All right, she kissed me." You know?
So easy.
Or I don't sleep with guys on the first date. Okay, if he does, a lot of girls go, I don't know what happened. He lost interest. No, he didn't lose interest. The problem is you gave it to him, right? So he got you. Or a lot of guys, they'll look at the hottest girl, and as soon as he gets her, he doesn't want her anymore. Why? What's wrong with these people? Like, are they stuffed up? Honestly, it's the psychology behind it that once you get it, you don't want it.
Yeah.
You've been wanting a car for ages. I love this car. I love Mercedes. I love BMW. I love this. I love whatever.
Yeah.
As soon as you get it, it's like
the novelty wears off.
You want something else.
Yeah.
So we want what we can't have, or we want what we don't have.
True.
Okay.
That's true.
So if you want to break it down, you want to stone me after this. It's up to you. That's the truth. That's the truth.
Well, it's human psychology, so you can't they can't put shame on you for that.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So people will be like, oh no, it's not. It is. It might not be for you, but for the 99% of the other billions of people on Earth, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for sharing your amazing insights as always, Rody.
My pleasure.
I know you had to keep a few things on the wraps.
Few.
Yeah. But if you want to know more, check out Rody's stories about his experiences with some of the crazies out there.
No, thank you.
But I think you hit the nail on the head really well and provided some really good insight into, I said, how people sort of go through chasing the bad boy and what is it that, attracts them and, I guess, shedding a light on, when you go through certain life stages, you need to kind of rethink, like, what is it about?
Correct.
Yeah.
Look, and it works for both. You said bad boy, but it works both ways.
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah.
Men and women,
of course.
on both ends of the situation, can apply both of these things or break down. Go, why am I attracted to this person? Why? I've got better people looking at me. Why do I want this one?
Yeah.
You probably come back down to the conclusion that it's because they're not giving you that much attention, or they'll message you and ghost you for 3 days, right? And that's another topic altogether.
I mean, game playing, game playing is a different thing, and but I think the moral of this takeaway. Going forward is that if you want to keep that excitement, that spontaneity going, you got to make the effort.
That's for sure.
You know what I mean? And it doesn't necessarily you don't have to be a bad boy or a bad girl to actually have that excitement and spontaneity in your life. So
it's excitement. It's generally excitement. I mean, go back to your roots when you were younger. Like, it's excitement.
Of course it is.
What did you like to just stay at home, or you wanted to go out?
On your PJs, watching TV.
We love to go out. We love to do things. We're that kind of we're built that way.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, drop us a comment about your experience and your past relationships on this topic. We'd love to hear from you. And thanks for joining us on another episode of More Than One Opinion.
Awesome. Thank you.